losing reverie, running wild and running free. 2 kids, you and me. And I said, hey, 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 living like we're renegades. Hey, 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 living like we're renegades, renegades. Renegades. Long live the pioneers, rebels and mutineers. Go forth and have no fear. Come close and lend an ear. And I said, hey, 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 living like we're renegades. Hey, 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 living like we're renegades, renegades. So all hail the underdogs, all hail the new kids, all hail the outlaws, Spielbergs and Kubricks. It's our time to make a move. It's our time to make amends. It's our time to break the rules. Let's begin. And I said, hey, 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 living like we're renegades. Hey, 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 living like we're renegades, renegades. Renegades.
All right, YouTube, you're gonna have to give me my
Take what you
song back there because I miss it already. Good evening, good afternoon, good after morning. We are live. Welcome in. All right. Let me get my. I didn't even have my phone plugged in or anything. I am so not prepared. Good after morning, everyone. All right. I went live earlier already, guys, because I am writing a book. I'm actually writing a playbook, well, a guidebook of sorts. Let me pull it up here. I wrote about half so far, me and ChatGPT. I've had help. But I'm dead ass about this, and I want to know what y'all think. How to spot a tragedy pimp, a viewer's survival guide in the true crime community. Now, let me show you guys what I have in here. Definitely still working on it, by the way, because as you can see, like, I'm uploading it as a presentation. I really want to get it uploaded like a video, so it will be able to play, but it's a lot. So I think I might actually have to read the book out loud. Hey, Archangel. Hey, Crazy Aunt. Bad Log Files. Pinto. Hey. So my handbook will explain what a tragedy pimp is and why I'm writing the handbook, clearly. And I'm not the only writer. Obviously, AI is helping me write this book, this guidebook. What is a tragedy pimp and why that exists. And if you like, you can go through and read that. But I think a lot of you already are aware of all that. The part that I want to go over a little bit of just tonight with you guys is the psychology of the tragedy pimp, why they do what they do. Okay. And if you ever watched a tragedy pimp long enough, you probably notice how everything is somehow, it ends up being about them. A missing child, a grieving mother, a crime scene, it all becomes the prop in their one-person show. This is the part, right, that I want to get to. There's a lot in here. The red flags and the cycle of patterns. Chapter 3. There it is. Chapter 3. When I was going over this earlier for my members live, as I was reading it out loud, I was like, man, this actually, I'm probably going to add to this chapter because I want to read some of this with you guys. These are how to recognize the tragedy pimp in action. You don't need to be a psychologist to spot a tragedy pimp. And I want to reiterate that you don't have to be a psychologist. Not only do you have to not be a psychologist, you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to anything. You just have to be able to pay attention. So, hey, Dukes. Fuzzy, fuzzy butt. Will your cover photo include Ziggy? Well, I mean, you're going to see a lot when I read out these red flags right here. It's probably going to go back to her a bunch, right? Or not only her, but people like when I was going through it earlier in my members only stream, I brought up Brittany a lot because she holds a lot of these red flags. Let's read some. So below are some of the biggest red flags that I've seen, the ones that I've been warning people about for years. They make themselves the story. Watch closely, because in their world, every tragedy somehow becomes their tragedy. They'll take a case about a victim and twist the story into how they're attacked, betrayed, or they're the only one who cared. They can't cover the case without inserting themselves into it. Hey, Crispy. I've been through so much because of this case. No, you haven't. The family has. Like, again, example, Ziggy's. She says this shit all the time. Me and Fred have been through so much because of this case. No, you haven't. You inserted yourself into it. The victims have been through so much because of this case. Number 2, they exploit victims and families. Hey, Camp. Yeah, I'm Tragedy Pimp 101. Because what's the point if we all come here and we're coming here and we want to combat this and we are really here, like, this is what I'm here for, right? Then we have to, have the resources available and the education to make that happen. And I think this is part of it. And when I get done, I think you guys will kind of see where I'm going here with it. I hope. And I am dead ass serious. I'm the title. Like, I'll go back to the beginning of it. It's going to be called How to Spot a Tragedy Pimp, a viewer's survival guide in the true crime community. And when I say survival guide, because it's a survivor. It's for those of us who have been a part of this community and been victimized in some way. And there are many of us, right? I'll include myself in such. Not that I ever wanted or thought that it would be that, but it has become that. And I'll read more about that as we go on. And again, I'm only sharing tonight with you. This is a rough draft of not even the first half of the book. It's only a few chapters, but I'm doing this thing. We're doing this thing. So they exploit victims and families. They'll contact grieving families, not to help, but to harvest content. They record phone calls. They read private messages. They use families as emotional bait. We see that all the fucking time here. When the family pulls away, the tragedy pimp will turn them, accusing them of hiding something, being ungrateful, and they'll use emotional blackmail disguised as justice work. And I want to point out the word justice will come up a lot because tragedy pimps use it. They use it so much, as I cited earlier, they'll even put it in their names, right? True story. Okay, so got through that. Manufactured drama keeps them relevant. Again, man, I may be working with these numbers and mixing some of these around because, man, when the case goes quiet, chaos begins. We see that again and again, guys. Suddenly they have a new enemy, betrayal, or leak. They start wars with other creators to get in the algorithm. Their topic doesn't matter as long as they're being talked about. There's no drama. They'll make some. Number 4 is constant victimhood and deflection. They are never wrong, ever. Call out their lies or their bad behavior, you'll immediately become the villain in their next live stream. They'll claim that they're being bullied and targeted by haters. They weaponize victimhood to dodge accountability. Advocates don't need to play the victim to stay relevant. And I mean this with everything in me. You can go to any Tragedy Pimp's channel right now. Hey, Grandma Sherry, let's pull up the Zixter's latest. Let's just watch how simple this will be. In this is her last live stream 20 hours ago. Let's see if we can find anything about haters. The haters. Oh, I bet you there's a hater in here somewhere. I know that she mentions haters every live. Oh, there it is. Dealing with the haters. She explains that she cannot record inside the stores because haters call and make false accusations about her. All part of the Tragedy Pimp fucking playbook, I swear. So the manufactured drama, that's when there's nothing going on, they've got to create something. We see that happen like every day of the week. Every single fucking day of the week. Dukes, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, these people will do things like that, Sally Mae. Yeah, very much so. If you get to one that's that disturbed, we will get that too. Constant victimhood and deflection. I already read that. They're never wrong. Yeah, they're never wrong. So number 5 is the fake empath persona. Oh man, do we get that one all the time? Major red flag, guys. Big red flag. I've talked about this. I've been talking about this all the years I've been on here. Red flags are red flags for a reason, right? You need to pay attention to them. They need to stand out to you. They should be warnings of patterns of behavior. They call themselves empaths or light workers or truth seekers. You know, the people that are always like, well, I'm bringing out the truth. The truth will come to the light, blah, 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 right? The mask drops fast. An actual empath does not scream, threaten, or gossip about grieving families. The Tragedy Pimp's empathy is a performance, one that lasts exactly as long as the camera's on. And that's those are facts. All facts. Number 6, emotional manipulation of viewers. They don't build communities, they build cults. Pause. That should actually be the title. That should actually be the fucking title. I swear that is so good. They do not build communities, guys. They don't. They build cults. They do not have people that are free thinking, people that are smart. They just don't. They tell their audience, we're family. They guilt trip them into loyalty. They do things like fucking Britney does all the time. If I don't have you all paying for them, you pay to keep the lights on, right? That bullshit. Emotional manipulation. Okay. And if you leave it or you speak up against it, you are automatically a victim. And then number 7 is the money trail. Follow the money always. Watch for constant begging, fundraisers, no receipts, or donations that never reach the people they claim to help. They'll say it's not about money right before their Cash App link is dropped 5 times in the stream. Real advocates provide transparency. Grifters hide behind excuses. Okay, so number 8, the exclusive source lie. Oh my God. What? Number 8 is like what one very known tragedy pimp is, well, what she built her fucking whole platform on, right? They'll claim that they have inside info or law enforcement contacts or that they're married to a suspect that, well, he wasn't a suspect, he was a witness. Right. And he worked with the law enforcement and stuff. Anyway, they'll claim to have the inside info. 90% of the time, it's completely made up. And I'll pause there, mention the other 10% of the time. The thing is, if they are talking to a source, they're still tragedy pimping because they are bothering law enforcement, bothering victims of crime. I mean, convincing viewers that they are more informed than the media, the police, or family. How many times a day do we hear out of fucking somebody like Ziggy's mouth that she fucking knows more than anybody about Summer Wells? Every day, almost every fucking day. Nothing changes. These are continued red flags, like everyday red flags. This is how they build their false authority, convincing viewers that they are more informed than police, family. You know, they know more than anybody. They know all the things. You know, people just like this. Okay, number 10 is they burn bridges and rewrite history. Every friendship ends in betrayal. Every collaboration ends in chaos. And somehow they're always the victim. Tragedy pimps rewrite the past constantly, deleting live streams, changing narratives, and gaslighting anyone who remembers what really happened. If everyone around them is toxic, they're probably the problem. Number 11 is they use religion and morality as a shield. This is a big one for me. When all else fails, they'll hide behind God, faith, doing what's right, or, like the next right thing, that bullshit. They'll quote scripture in one breath and tear someone apart in the next. It's performative righteousness. It's a tactic to make criticism look like a person. And don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Please, people. That it should be a huge red flag whenever you hear or see that. I'm just saying. But number 12 is the energy never lies. If you can't put it into words, your gut usually knows. There's a certain desperation in their tone, a frantic need to be seen, to be worshipped, to be relevant. If you feel uneasy watching someone who claims to fight for victims, listen to that instinct. Your intuition is your biggest protection. So my final thoughts on this little chapter were tragedy pimps leave behind a trail of chaos, confusion, and harm, not just to victims and families, but to their own viewers. Once you start spotting these red flags, you'll see how predictable they are. They're not complex masterminds. They're repeat offenders that they do the same manipulative patterns. And now you know how to catch them in the act. And here is Chapter 4 is the language and tactics that they use, the words that build the illusion. This is another important chapter. The words that build the illusion. Tragedy pimps have a playbook. They rarely deviate from it. Again, they are not masterminds, guys. They're just not. They're fucking mostly just idiots that got lucky. Really, they just are idiots that got a whole bunch of dumb people to listen to them. That's it. Every sob story, every dramatic sigh, every I just care so much is calculated, move designed to manipulate emotions, silence criticism, and keep people invested. They use emotional language like currency, and the audience empathy is the bank they're robbing. Let's decode the most common lies and tactics they use and what they really mean. Here's a big one, guys. I'm just trying to get justice. That's their favorite. Sounds noble, but for them, justice means views, donations, control. You'll hear it every time someone questions their behavior. I'm only doing this for the victims. Meanwhile, they're spreading conspiracy theories, exploiting grief, fighting with family members. And if they truly want justice, you wouldn't have to remind them, or nobody would have to remind anybody every fucking 5 minutes. So I need to change the end of that. I'm actually going to change a lot of this because I need to put a lot more fucks in here. People are attacking me because I care too much. Classic manipulation. They flip accountability and true martyrdom. The goal is to guilt viewers into defending them. When their lies start to crack, they shift focus. Suddenly, they're the real victim. Not the family, not the missing person, them. It's emotional blackmail dressed up as vulnerability. I have sources that can't be named. Here we are again, guys, with the sources that can't be named bullshit. Translation. I made it up. That's what that fucking means. So for anybody that does not know, okay, that is not how journalism works. That is not it. When you hear somebody say, my source can't be named, dip. You are out of there. That should be right away a fucking red flag. That gives them fake authority while avoiding proof. They don't have to prove anything to anybody. If they don't have to prove to you that there's a source, then what? I mean, come on. And then when you press them, this is the next part of it. When you press them for details, proof, they attack you. Literally every time. So the next one is, this is my calling, or this is where, this is where life put me. This is where God called me, or whatever bullshit it is. Tragedy pimps often frame their obsession as destiny. How many times have we heard Ziggy talk about that her life now was a fairy tale story? Oh my God. Like they were chosen to cover this case. It's part delusion, part manipulation. That's it right there. Boom. Period. Right there. It's part delusion, part manipulation. Hey, Brenda. Yep. Sources with fake names, sources that don't exist. Calling it, they elevate themselves above criticism. You can't question them. You be questioning fate. That's not passion. That's ego and costume. I have to say that last part was all Chat GPT, and they hit that nail on the head. Holy shit. I'm telling you. It does, it does take a lot of time to go through and do this the way I'm wanting it to be done. But I think that when I'm really liking the way that this is turning out, guys. I'm just saying, because the fact that this AI system, as soon as I'm like talking about, I've been talking about the fact that they say I don't care about money, and it right away knows what I'm talking. It's crazy the amount of work you can get. The next part is they don't care about the money. They definitely care about the money. You're going to see fundraisers. You're going to see donation links. They're all going to be monetized. It's definitely about the money. So that's bullshit. We know that. Okay. You have to, okay, this is one that I'm going to go in and change as well. You have to read between the lines. I'm going to change that to you have to read between the lines / they're trying to confuse you, or something like that, because it's always something like that. This one's designed to make them sound smart or in the know, and it creates a sense of exclusive. So they're making you feel like you are exclusive to this information and you're in the know, as if their viewers are part of the secret club and they really get it. And in reality, it's a distracting tactic used to justify baseless speculation and conspiracy. And then the other one, the truth will come out. Oh my God, you guys, another everyday one. All the truth's going to come out. You guys will just have to wait and see. The truth's going to come out. That's another vague, dramatic hook. It sounds powerful, but it's almost always bluff. Almost always. I literally sit here and have 4 years documented Ziggy say shit like that almost all the time. It's literally this month. It's this week. It's this year. It's coming. It's always something, but it's vague. It's a bullshit. It's manufactured. So here's the next one. I'm just being real or honest. Fuck. How many times a day do we hear that shit? I'm just transparent and honest. And well, bitch, if you are, people don't have to tell that. This one hit, and I left this in because I wanted you all to see this. I'm going to probably take this part out. But ChatGPT was like, this one hits close to home because you are those things, Jen. But for a tragedy pimp, this phrase means something totally different. They weaponize authenticity to justify cruelty. They insult, gossip, or exploit someone. Then they hide behind, I'm just being honest. Authenticity isn't about being mean. It's about being real without causing harm. Holy fuck. And then that made me also think about how many times I wanted to use certain words or phrases that are no longer hold their value anymore in this sector because of the way that that things are here. I mean, almost let's really take this in. After we go through this and we sit and we talk, let's talk about how many tragedy pimps are around us in this community. Okay. We'll be real and honest. Hey, Bubblegum. Hey, Madison. Mystery. So I'm just being real. They weaponize it. Okay. Here's the next one. We all know this one. They're jealous, obsessed, copying me. When they start losing control of their narrative, they'll project. Everyone who exposes them becomes a jealous hater. Oh my God. Is that not spot on? The line is meant to shut down critical thought. It turns the audience against anyone asking real questions and strengthens the echo chamber. Boy, does it. Oh, here's a good one. This is one BJ really likes. I prayed on it, or God told me to do this. Religion becomes their final shield. When all else fails, they wrap their grift in faith. They'll say things like, God put this case on my heart. Our faith is powerful, but when used like this, it's manipulation. Real spirituality doesn't require receipts or super chats. Amen. Amen. All right, on to the next page. Oh, that's all we got there. But I have more. I have like 5 more chapters. Hold on, I'll bring up my book here. What do y'all think so far? I mean, I am really, you know what? I didn't even really play the beginning of the book either. So let me go back. Because, yeah, I didn't even go over all of it. I'm actually excited about doing it, getting it all done, getting it into a video form that I can actually present and people can go through and hear, not only read it, but hear it being read to them. Yeah. Let me go back to this beginning here. Thank you all, by the way, for being here. I want to go over the beginning. I was wanting to get to my favorite part first because, yeah. What is a tragedy pimp and why this handbook exists? So the true crime community was supposed to be about awareness, justice, and compassion. I'm going to stop right there because, again, I want to repeat this. And I want to say that this is one of the words that, for me, has been so taken, or I don't even know how to describe it, by this community of people that it almost doesn't, and they use it all the time. They'll use it to, like for Summer, for instance, they'll say justice for Summer. It's cringe to me because Summer is missing and we don't know she needs justice. And that's part of the tragedy pimp thing. So I don't know. It just, the word, the fact that creators call themselves things like J is for justice. What is it? What did Justin used to be called? Justice for something. He was justice for all. It was, yeah, justice for all. Then it was Justin for all. I mean, that is that was his main channel name. So yeah. Anyway, let me read some more of this. It was meant to give a voice for the voiceless, to tell the stories for victims who can't speak for themselves, to help families find peace. But somewhere along the way, a darker side of the community took over. Enter the tragedy pimp. The tragedy pimp is the person who turns human suffering into personal profit. They use missing persons cases, murders, and trauma as their stage, not to seek justice, but to seek attention, money, and validation. They'll cry on camera 1 minute and then sell merch with the victim's name on it the next. They'll claim to care deeply, but the moment that the clicks slow down, they'll jump to the next tragedy like vultures circling fresh roadkill. One that comes to mind actually reading that paragraph is Dolly Vision. I don't know why he just came to my mind, but that's a very good example of a tragedy pimp. This handbook exists because too many people have been fooled by this act. Viewers donate, defend, devote time to people who are actively exploiting pain. Families of victims have been re-traumatized, accused, and humiliated on live streams, all because someone wanted to feed their ego and their bank account. Let's call it what it is. Grifting disguised as empathy. Tragedy pimps thrive in chaos. They depend on emotional manipulation and a cult-like loyalty. They're masters at weaponizing sympathy, playing both hero and victim depending on the day. And when you expose them, they'll say, you're jealous, obsessed, or part of some imagined conspiracy against them, but you can't fix it, what you won't name, and it's time to name it. This handbook is not about hate. It's about awareness. It's about protecting the very thing these grifters claim they care about. The victims, the survivors, the everyday viewers who genuinely love true crime and justice work. It's a guide for anyone who has ever felt something was off about a creator, but didn't quite explain why. Because when you learn how to spot a tragedy pimp, you take your power back. Amen. Can we get an amen in the chat? Can we get an amen in the chat? I think that's pretty much what I went over the rest of it. Yeah. Oh, I actually didn't read this part. Let me check out my chat. Cash apps for justice. Amen. Amen. I mean, what I'm putting in this though. Let me pull up my book so I can read a little bit more to you guys. As I'm going through and like writing these chapters and like really thinking about all this stuff, the patterns and all these things that have been going on for years, they really are patterns of that just continue. And I think that the more people that are aware of them, the more people that actually know what they are and what they look like is the only way to combat it, really. Yeah, like the one part where it talks about that they don't build communities, they don't. So that's important to point out when we're talking about the fact that we're doing the opposite. So we're actually building communities versus they're building an echo chamber with a cult following. Chapter 6 is pretty interesting. That's here. I'll share my screen. Chapter 6 is about the fallout after exposure, because holy moly, holy shit. The fallout is a lot of the reason why a lot of these fuckers don't ever get exposed, because even if somebody wanted to, the threat of the attack on them, I mean, yeah, girl. So it says, chapter 6, the fallout of the exposure. When a tragedy pimp gets exposed, their story doesn't end. It mutates. Exposure is like sunlight to a parasite. I fucking love that. Exposure is like sunlight to a parasite. It burns, but they'll always try to crawl back into the shade. What follows is a carefully staged comeback. And if you don't understand the pattern, you'll mistake manipulation for growth. And I want to point that I'm so glad that I'm actually going over this, because we talked about this in my members only live today. This is part of the pattern. You will see that this person, this tragedy pimp, will do a thing, right? And then they will turn it into, they are the victim, and there will be a public outcry. There will be protect this person. This person is being attacked. And that's when the pattern reemerges. They pick up a whole new audience of people through that. And I'll read about that too. So the public breakdown. At first, they implode. They go live, crying, shaking, sometimes quoting scripture or therapy. Or, we've heard people, I'm going to go get treatment. I fucking literally heard it all on here. They weaponize pity the same way they weaponize outrage. I'm just human. I was going through so much. I changed. Or, I was going through the worst time in my life. That shit. But the real change doesn't come from public tears. It comes from accountability. And accountability is the one thing they can't tolerate. The recruitment. This is when the recruitment comes in. Once the core audience starts drifting and they go hunting again, that's the time they frame themselves as victims. Cancel culture, or the haters, or everybody's coming at them. They're being dogpiled. It's bait for the next wave of empathic followers that don't know the history. They recycle the same tragedy, the same wounds, same words. Only the audience changes. Then the rebrand. Stage 3 is the rebrand. That's reinvent, new name, new look, maybe a new mission. Maybe it's I'm going to stream over on this channel, not that channel. I'm going to go live every day on this. I'm going to do that. All kinds of different things are happening. Cycle restarts. So at this point, people give up trying to hold them accountable. But that's where the real work begins, teaching others how to recognize this pattern before they follow into again, because exposure isn't just about tearing off masks, it's about building immunity to a community. And the next parts and chapters of the guidebook are going to be what that's going to be about. What you can do, what we can do through it, and all of the things. When they get exposed, they grab what friends they have and flip their story. Ain't that the truth? Let's look around the YouTubes and see what we can watch tonight since we're live. I really just wanted to share with you guys my little guidebook that me and ChatGPT are writing. Canva is helping us produce it. Somehow what I'm gonna actually do most likely is just record the entire thing over top of the images of like pages and do it that way. Sounds like when Justin changed his channel to Clutch and Pearls. Yeah, he changed it to like Justin, from Justin for All to Justice for All. Then he lost his monetization. I know that. Yeah. All right, let's check out. Tragedy Pimps Exposed just put out this video the other day. I didn't know if y'all seen this yet. To be honest, I've not really actually clicked or looked at Ziggy's channel other than to go over there just now and look and see if she had used the word haters. And I'm kind of feeling nosy, so maybe we'll do that. Because I haven't looked. We'll just look for a couple minutes before I get ready to get out of here.
So let's see.
Like, I really, if you were gonna like write a book about what a tragedy pimp is and what they do, just literally press play right here.
Oh, you're across with me? Might as well then. Friday. I don't know, RJ, what time are we doing Friday's show? Me and RJ are having a show Friday. Plus,
Oh, actually, there were people that told me she uploaded, hold on. She uploaded videos that were like for her skincare. Let me pull those up. They wanted me to review them. I will review them. We have a members only request. So we're going to do it. Hold on. Hold on. I have not watched these yet either. So you're actually going to get a live reaction. Let me pull them up. My amazing experience. Well, hey, she thinks this is work. By the way, these are promotion videos. Like that's what they're called. You don't get paid for doing them, okay? You get paid when somebody clicks the link to buy the product. So that's what happens. It's not actually that she gets paid. I swear that I heard her say some shit like that. And that is not how that works. Creators who are in the paid promotion program and YouTube, we get emails constant for product promotion. And what happens is if you answer the email and say, I want the product, they will send you, they send you the product and they'll give you a link. That'll be your link to promote that product. Every time a person clicks on that product, you're getting a kickback, right? Okay. She's not being paid by you watching this video, though. I don't know where she gets confused in that. All right, so her amazing experience, and this is she acted like making this video was a job, by the way, again, that she had to really get it done. She was sitting there literally holding her head like, oh my God, I really got to focus. She had to focus to go wash her face. And I do have to say, I am so ready for her to use soap. Is a soap face cream? Hold on, do I got it going fast? Yeah, we can't do that. Oh, no. Oh my God.
Hey guys, it's me, Ziggy, and I'm back again with another review of some amazing...
Oh my. Did you? That's so cool. I got an email about, I was so excited. I got an email about grounding sheets, Archangel. And I thought I was going to be all cool like the soup. The soup has grounding sheets and she loves them. And I want some too. And they were really nice. And so I answered the email right away because usually I ignore my product promotions. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll do a video and everything. And then they said they had too many applicants. I got so sad. But yeah, we're going to have an amazing
Korean
experience
skincare, but this time
oh my God.
it is called Ohan Green Tea Pore Tightening Soothing Cream.
What is okay. Okay, let's see. How much is this product? Let's look at this product. $17.90. Okay. This is always read like that, Brenda. The reason why I literally was like, I'm gonna stop reviewing this bitch for a minute, because she was literally screaming for absolutely, look, I will bring it up after this. I will show you guys. I will show you. Ziggy, you worked really hard on this video, and brightening energy, and yeah, it looks really bright in there with that fucking filter on. And again, like I the whole time I'm looking at her, I'm just thinking, did you wash your face? Did you wash your body? Did you wash? I don't know.
This soothing cream is infused with green tea water and French seaweed extract to help
It looks amazing, Ziggy. It really does. It looks really, it looks like it's probably a great product, actually.
In pores, and it has left my skin feeling so amazingly smooth.
Wow. It left her skin so amazingly smooth.
Check my description below to get your very own.
I mean, look, oh my God. The next one, because there has to be a next one. Getting Ziggy while trying Nuva Base's facial oil foam. Oh my God. An oil foam cleanser? Okay, which one of these was uploaded first? Okay. All right. Oil foam cleanser, guys. All right, you ready for it?
I was sent this Nuva Base facial moisture foam cleanser, and I'm here to tell you all.
You got to be fucking shitting me, dude. You got to be fucking shitting me. Oh, man. Oh, man, she makes it so hard. I like, what can I even, what nice robe, Ziggy. It's so nice.
About my experience here with it. The consistency of this product is like an oil, but when rubbed together, it continues to...
It feels like clouds. She's got the rainbow flag, but she's a homophobe. Mm-hmm. You know what that means, though, right? And so, usually...
foam into this really lathery...
Oh my God, you can tell that she does not lather a lot. I've already said it. Oh my God. By the way, you know what we're going to review? Some of that fucking live stream that she did when I said I'm going to quit reviewing that bitch, because yeah, you'll see why.
Soft foam that leaves your skin feeling so here with it.
Thank y'all for being here.
The consistency of this product is like an oil, but when rubbed together, it continues to foam into this...
She even glitched out trying to say it because she does not know it. Her brain is like, oh, cleanser, citrus, lemon. Oh. Literally, watch. She glitches out. Listen to her.
Here to tell you all about my experience here with it. The consistency of this product is like an oil, but when rubbed together, it continues to foam into this really lathery, soft foam that leaves your skin feeling so soft and smooth. Like a baby's butt. Like,
what the fuck? I was starting to laugh, and then you throw a baby's ass. Oh my God. I hate you. It's like a floor cleaner, guys. Oh, I just seen that there's so much she cooked live again the other day too.
When I had the opportunity to review Korean face care, I was all about it.
I was all about it. I had to literally force myself to do it, though. I had to literally sit there and talk like, guys, this is such a hard work that I have to make these videos. Guys, pray for me. Pray for me. I'm going through a really hard time right now, and I can't make these videos. It's so hard. Literally. That is the shit that she was doing. I'm not fucking kidding either. I don't watch her. I only watch with you guys. Same. We watch together. I love it. Sadie.
If you all
Give us more of you washing your face. Oh my God. Like, the fact that this is even happening is real life right now. I can't even believe it.
about it.
I know. Let's see how much this one is. This is Nuva base, so $30. $30. Hold on real quick. Yep, $29.99.
If you all want to try out some of this Nuva Base foam cleanser yourself, be sure to check out my description below where you get your very own. I'm telling you, you won't.
Why are you fucking talking like that? What the? Listen to.
Want to try out some of this Nuva-based foam cleanser yourself? Be sure to check out my description below where you get your very own. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I am loving, absolutely obsessed with how my skin is feeling after washing my face with this.
Because you don't fucking wash your face ever. That's why. I guarantee you that's why. I would give her $5 to wash Fred's. Ooh. I can't even believe she did. Fuck me. Fuck my life. All right. So, to this stream that I am referring to from like almost 2 weeks ago. Literally, I had concerns, obviously, after this, for good reason.
Into it. So as most of you all know, with the Ziggy.
Oh, so by the way, little back story to this, the jerks, I guess, go live. The circle jerks go live because I guess they people were trying to say that they were behind the whole share thing and stuff. And I guess here they want to say they don't claim share is basically the whole point behind this whole, public service announcement. Oh, we don't back share is basically their these people, same people who backed Lolita, the number one scammer. What about that whole situation with Lolita and that scammer you guys backed? That whole situation.
What about it? What do you mean? You were the one who backed and came in here with the scammer. You guys came hand in hand. You literally built your whole entire platform with that particular scammer. And you're bringing it up to somebody else that was victimized by them because of you? Because they never would have been brought on here had you not been and come here. Is that not the truth? Pretty sure it is. Did I already go over this? I'm not going to play all this because I really don't want to. But the reason why I do want to play some of it, though, is to talk about, like, how very insane she's acting. First of all, this live stream or clip of a live stream that she's going over at this point was like a month old. It came up on a clip channel that she's seen.
I think we should revisit that because that is freaking laughable.
If you want to revisit all the Lolita stuff, we definitely can and should probably do that. Definitely.
These people are the lowest of the low, like pieces of shit, guys. These are the same people that literally came on here when my ex passed away and told people I killed him. Like, that's how disgusting these people are. And now they're saying things like Cher should have stayed the course.
Drama.
By the way, tell me that this shit is just like, I'll just show you guys and you let me know if it seems like a normal thing that she should have posted. I don't know. You tell me. I'll tell you what I think after I read it. Ziggy says 5 days ago on Halloween, and if you guys don't know, that's the day that Jim passed away. How time flies. 3 years ago today, I had the worst experience of my life. I lost Jim unexpectedly. I felt my life pull out from underneath my feet. I felt lost. Little did I know what God had in store for me. At the time, I felt unbelievably hopeless, but just short of a year later, I feel Jim helped guided me to my ultimate happiness with Fred. Jim was such an amazing friend and always there if my daughter or I needed anything, but he knew as well as I did our relationship had taken its course and it was time to try and separate. This is a very long sentence, by the way, Ziggy, holy fuck. Our relationship had taken its course and it was time to separate. I didn't think it would happen the way it did, though. I thought we would be friends forever, no matter what, even though we weren't compatible as life partners. Then out of nowhere, he passed away and it was devastating. I knew no different than a life without him in it. He was the only real friend in my life at the time. My all for the last 10 years. She's college educated, you guys. Him and my daughter were my everything, my whole world. So I thought, fucking wow, dude. Sometimes life takes unexpected twists and turns, but if you just remain resilient and tough it out, it'll make sense with time. Rest in peace, my dear friend, until we meet again. And she posted pictures with Jem. I don't even like, you are probably the most heartless, gross bitch that I have ever seen in my fucking life. Really, you are. I wonder how Fred feels about that. How would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel if you were her daughter? That's what I mean, I don't know, guys. I hope to God someday that kid gets the fuck away from this heartless cunt. I really fucking do. Because, oh my God, if she only knew. Yeah, friends forever, even though you tried to put a PO on him. What? Yeah. Bashed his kids and didn't attend the funeral or let her daughter. She is fucking trash. Trash. But yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody of what a trash person she is. You know, right before it's coming up, it's a grift o'clock because Fred's birthday's in a few days and Ziggy don't have anything. How do I know that? Not by watching, because I know. I don't have to watch. I know. Hey, KK. I hope you are too.
Somehow, some way, the jerks, and I'm a part of the jerks, we have been dragged into this mess. Somehow we've been dragged into this, and I kind of had a feeling we would.
Oh, how'd you know? Did you think maybe by the fact that you guys were in the chat, like cheering it on the whole time and promoting it, like
what the fuck
you guys were definitely in the chat?
No, the only jerk that I ever seen in the chat was Eliza correcting information for Brandy's information. I think that you're confused as to who the jerks are, which I guess I would say that would be okay if they had not been here for like years. Then I'd be like, okay, I understand why you don't understand, but it's not that hard. It's really not. So it's all
that live that you pull up here in a second.
So we had absolutely nothing to do with this. Now, I don't care who likes Cher. Y'all already know the drill in here, okay? I am not Team Cher. I never worked with this lady. Never, okay? Let me pull this up real quick.
I have a pen.
All right. Gee, let's keep going. Let's move around.
Thanks. I'm guessing Fred's going to need actually never told me because it was due.
Who are these people, y'all? Benny Keys, Run Finds Truth, Justin, and Cher. I don't see me or a jerk up there.
You know,
I don't see me.
You don't see one of those four people up there. Suddenly, the jerks suddenly are just completely free of any involvement in the fuck shit of the freaking whole scam.
I'm gonna tell you, it's really simple. Ryan has stated, and Justin too, that he was aware. So was I. I was not from the beginning, but I probably guess they would be, since they would be her friends prior to. But I mean, I can't figure it all out for you, Zigster. Hey, what did you make? I'm nosy. I have not made dinner yet. So I might not. I might just not do that. Her buddy Val sent her a Cash App so they could go to dinner for his birthday after Ziggy dry begged. There you go. How did I know? Wow. Wow. Of course.
The whole fucking polygraph scam, which Benny had, nothing to do with either. So it's weird that he's and as far as I know, Justin didn't either. So as far as
yeah, and we also knew that because I was talking to Cher. You of course know that I shared with my friends that I'm talking to her, so of course they probably knew, right? That's a very different thing than what Ziggy is stating or what Ziggy is projecting. What I know is the majority of what I know came straight from Voices Behind the Walls channel, okay? Cher's channel. The shit that Ziggy is talking about and is going to go over, like she's acting like didn't happen, was literally played on Cher's channel. It was played there. So you made chili. Chili sounds so good. But I had chili the other night too. Mashed potatoes, gravy, candied carrots, chicken livers. Girl. I'll be coming through there in a couple weeks. We did not have any involvement with the Gear Share thing. No, you did not. We have trust in either one of them. Boom. There that is. And I was clear from when I first came out and said when it all came out. I was clear about when I came in and what my involvement was. The only involvement I really had was just the same as everybody else, really. Watching what was happening, except I had an inside source. So
weird. It'd be one thing if it was a group of people being like, yeah, we scammed Ziggy and they're all together to announce it. Dude,
nobody scammed anybody. Nobody scammed. Oh, God.
In the chat, and you right in this chat, right along with
it. Chat.
You absolutely were. You had no problem with it then. You've only had a problem with it when it backfired, and I think it's hilarious.
Because I don't see any of the jokes.
I don't think that you think it's hilarious. I think that this is, again, all manufactured outrage, just bullshit. You don't really feel any of it. It doesn't even mean anything because it was like a clip from weeks ago. It was a 4-minute clip? 5 minutes? Imagine if you've seen all the other shit we say about you. I mean, fuck. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse's giving me some coffee money. That's what's up. Thank you, Jesse.
I know you're my fucking biggest fan, bitch. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
You should have known I was going to get out.
Let's go all the way to the end. Where are any jerks in any of this? Let me start at the beginning. In my opinion, Cher fumbled. Cher fumbled this whole thing with going to expose Ziggy.
She fumbled.
Let me stop sharing for a minute.
Fumbled, guys.
What she should have done was
she really got triggered by the word fumbled. When Soup was reviewing that, man, I should have, that's what I wanted to do. We should just play it through Soup reviewing it. That is even better. I'll go grab that actually so you guys can watch it because it's so good.
She wanted to expose Ziggy. Stay the course. Stay on track. Keep focused. When you started playing personal shit about her child, you lost the plot. I don't care about her sending weird lingerie pictures to
it's lingerie.
This was about the
4 reasons why Green Chef makes eating clean easy for me. 1. My meals support my evolving
polygraph test, and this was about how Ziggy was treating you. You should have only played.
Oh my God, I don't have premium. I'm so sorry. I'm still grabbing Soup's live stream.
That
how Ziggy was treating you. You should see. She was saying because Cher's saying, "Oh, Ziggy, what yelled at me?" Yeah, because when I yelled at you, it was because I knew you were up to something, and that's why you won't share any of that stuff because that's what it was. It was me calling you out, being like, "What?"
Because Ziggy's a psychic empath. So that's why she yelled at her. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm telling you, only psychopaths have to go give reasons as why they are always yelling at people or going off on people. And, bullying people. Like, why? You're an adult. You're a 40-something-year-old woman, and you can't talk like a fucking normal person. You have to scream like a fucking psychopath every fucking time.
What the fuck are you doing? I said, we're not playing games. We're not going to do that. That better not be what is going on type shit. Anytime I would see some kind of fuck shit, I would talk like this, like I am now. And telling people that Cher should have stayed the course, guys. Should have stayed the course and continue scamming the community to get info on me, private info on Fred and myself, but should have just stayed away from my daughter. These same people who exploited have talked about my fucking my child. Sorry for using F word, my child, like over and over again. But seriously,
yo,
hey Diana,
hey, yo, the only one exploiting your kids, you bitch. Okay, it's you, psycho pig. I'm telling you.
She never mentioned Cher scamming everyone and just telling Cher how she should have exposed Ziggy. What's Lingerie? I don't know. Maybe the same thing as her friends. Like, maybe she got that because her friend Tangeray
played any personal business about her child. No matter how I feel about Ziggy, you lost the people.
I'm glad that you know Tangeray's name. Good job,
okay.
Ziggy.
Shut up.
Now, Ziggy exploits her own child on her own.
No, I fucking
We all know this.
Oh,
we all know what Ziggy has done.
Oh, we do?
What personal business she has
Ooh,
put out.
look at her.
Personal business that I put out.
Look, you're bobbing your head, right, at a computer screen. And I know I just heard this bitch the other day say some shit about, and all these fucking bitches say this shit. Oh, these motherfuckers never say this shit, bitch. The shit you do on here, you would never get away with in real life, okay? There's a reason why you're sitting in the closet. Okay.
Are you fucking for real? You mean the personal business that you guys have? You're literally stalking my life and trying to become friends, have people be friends with me to get personal info on me. That's exactly what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck? Your name, her new name, Ziggy's new name is Reach. Reach. Every fucking thing, every fucking time anybody has a criticism, it is your stalker. You've got information that you're building up about my real life and you're stalking my life. Who are you? Get the fuck out of here. Go get some mental health help treatment, bitch, because holy fuck. Reach a little fucking, oh my God. I mean, really, that's your new fucking name, Reach. Did her kid give her permission to share her horrible experience with Cher? If not, she definitely exploited her child. And yeah, but you know what? We have example of that. I can make a fucking whole video about the patterns of the way she's exploited her child if I needed to. But I don't think that we need to do that, do we, Ziggy?
Now, that's what you've been doing.
Why is your face so red?
Child.
That's like, I mean, but you should have. Like, literally, who made this woman the moral authority? For real. This person right here.
For you to do it, Cher, well, that's something totally different. I don't agree with the mother doing it, but a random stranger off the internet, you had no business. You should have kept it to, and only to, the screen record, whatever, voice notes that you had recorded or phone calls you had recorded, which I think they were actually voice notes coming from Messenger on Facebook. That's what you should have played. But
she knows so much about it. See? How do you know how we all talked? How did you know how we were communicating? You know a lot of details about what was happening behind the scenes. That is fucking weird. How do you know that's how we communicated? It was...
Oh my God. Well, if it wasn't played on Cher's channel, I mean, I sure as fuck played it. Just saying.
Mostly by voice notes. I should kept it in recordings. And when you say phone calls, well, I think it was mostly Facebook Messenger. She corrected herself because guess what? It was Facebook Messenger the whole time, except one phone call.
Oh my gosh, you guys! You don't even know what happened. So the kids were all here for Halloween. I had all of my kids in one house on a holiday for the it's been a very long time, and the first time ever that I have trick-or-treated with my grandson. And that is a true story. So we went, hold on, let me show you. I have to turn off the sound on this because I don't want to embarrass myself too much, but I got so excited when it happened, you guys. So there's a reserve that I go to when I'm here in this area. And it's reserved for birds, for your eagles. And the reason why, well, I go there to stream sometimes for members. I've streamed there before for everybody, but so we go, all of us, all of the kids. So JBT was at work, Haven was at work, but all the other kids that came there and the youngest, they were there. So we're there, and this is what happens, guys.
Oh my God.
Hundreds of eagles. Hundreds of eagles for like 5 minutes, you guys. Flew from behind where I came out of a porta potty. And as I came out, they all came out literally behind me, and went up over us, across the reserve, over the river, towards the ocean. Y'all, at the very end of this, what is metal clips? What was the word for it again? Of this fucking thing happening that never fucking happened in the history of ever. And we're there while it's happening. It was like for, what were they? God, I wish my youngest was awake right now. They were like swans or something at the very end. These 4 swans. I'm telling you, like 200 eagles. Now, I want to say something. In my grandson's lifetime, I'm pretty sure just in his lifetime, I would have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that species was endangered, and it's not now. And part of the reason is because of the reservation and the things here. So, wow. No, those were eagles. Those were all eagles, all of them. At the very end, there was like I said, a little community of like swans, and they literally flew over that part of the river. And it's called, when it's hundreds of eagles, it's called something. There it is, convocation. So what it means is they're all moving for food, and they do it all at once. And what's crazy is there's a nest at the front of this reserve, and there used to be a sign there. It said Eagle's Nest, quiet, don't park here. And it's not there anymore. So I was like, oh, they've moved. They're moving or whatever. I had no idea the numbers that we have reserved here in this area. I had no idea, but that they've done the conservation work that the state has done as far as that, as far as bald eagle population and eagle population. It's crazy work. Yeah, it was just something like you'll never see it again. Maybe I will, but yeah, it was really cool to see it with all them. Went to a beautiful bird sanctuary in Canada. Wow, so many protected species. Yeah, that there was everything there too. There were so many different kinds of animals there. We always catch sometimes, different kinds, but sometimes we'll see 1 or 2 of the bald ones, like that. Usually that's all you'll see. You'll just see 1 or 2 adult males or something, but you won't see a whole hundreds of juveniles just flying through the air like, holy shit. And then there was a few adult ones too, but they mostly were juvenile eagle. It was just to think about. If you look it up, you can even look up that where they came from, how many they're estimating there are. And I'm like, holy shit, we probably seen almost all of them. They were literally flying. I mean, there was hundreds of them, y'all. Hundreds. It had to be from, I would say minimum 150, maximum 250, but that is not an exaggeration at all. They went by us like that for five minutes total. I couldn't even film. I was so overwhelmed with holy shitness. Is this really happening? But yeah. Share that.
Weird how this fucking weirdo right here
This
knows
fucking
that.
weirdo. She needs to go.
She's literally telling that Cher should have stayed on track, should have kept going like the whole plan.
Okay, calm down. I'm going to fast forward 10 minutes. I'm just highlighting the
Imagine being able to build an
escalation
app with your
here.
name on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad you addressed this bullshit and expose them. Oh, thank you, Candace. I appreciate that. That's true though. Like, that's why I call them stands. Like, what other? I don't know how else to.
You started calling them stands after that fucking weirdo and a bitch in a cult. That, what the fuck is her name? Laura with Hidden True Crime started her bullshit, and you're all over there, all up in that shit. That's why, because you don't have an original thought of your own ever. Come the fuck on.
I don't talk about them. I don't know. I really don't know this woman's name.
What is she talking about that she doesn't talk about them? Who's she talking about? Because almost every time I click into one of these streams, we're being talked about. Just saying. I don't know how long it's been since the jerk's been live, but it's pretty sure it's been like a week or more for me. I don't go live very often.
I saw her one time in person and barely talked to her.
Also,
she was in
now
her
you do know her. Okay. Let's try.
her little gas station uniform that she works at or whatever. I saw her one.
Her gas station uniform. Oh my God, Ziggy. Why do you know what is strange? Is that the way you said that, you said it as if it were true, that it would be a put down. A gas station worker would mean they have a job. And that means they're a boss bitch because they work. Unlike you, bitch. You're a broke bitch. That's why you track your ass to the fucking gas station every day to get a 99-cent soda pop, bitch. Because you're a broke bitch. The rest of us bitches just walk to our refrigerator and get our ice machine and have our soda pop already there, bitch.
Time. And never, I mean, why there's no reason that she should have this much of fucking hate for me. It's so unhealthy. Same thing with 6UP. That is absolutely unreal. And one of these days, these people are going to cross the line.
Absolutely unreal. I don't work at a gas station. And so what if I did? Hey, that was it was like my third job. And I did gas station work for the majority of the time I was a teenager. That's how me and my children survived, literally, me growing up. So, hate if you want to, but bitch, it paid the rent. And so again, something that you don't know anything about. Don't know shit about, bitch. Not anything. Even if she did work at a gas station, would mean they were earning more money than you, Ziggy. Mm-hmm.
And going to either get arrested or do something stupid, guys. This is kind of scary. It kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not fucking lying.
And so again, I highlighted this when I was last talking about her and saying I was going to back up because the projections are confessions. We have patterns of behavior here. And because I know what happens and I know how this bitch is, I know how to move and protect myself. It's real, pal.
It's scary to see these type of people have this level of obsession with me in my life. When all we do is
nobody is that obsessed with your life other than yourselves. Okay? You and Fred are your biggest fans. Trust me. Believe me.
Our lives are so boring. We don't do anything. And Cher saw that. She saw that we were hermits. We don't do anything. We stay to ourselves. We are who we are here behind the scenes. And, she's just mad. Cher fumbled and messed it all up and got nothing. You should be mad at your fucking self because you guys were never going to get anything the whole time. That's why me and Fred, even from the first week, we're talking about should we back out of it because we were feeling, kind of.
When I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband at the time, it's not my husband yet, but We were engaged to be married. I was very young, but anyway, he pumped diesel gas at night at a truck stop. And he made very good money, by the way, pumping diesel fuel in the middle of the night. He worked 12 hours a night. He worked like fucking every night of the week, by the way. And yeah, it was a good job, actually. He was employed by Marathon. Working at a gas station is challenging. You have to put up with people like Ziggy. Ugh.
Iffy about it. But we say, you know what? Even if she is up to something, it doesn't matter because she's not going to get anything on us. That's my exact words that me and Fred were saying, because we don't, what is she going to get on us? That's exactly like Fred said. We did talk about it. There was red flags. I did say.
Talk about red flags, but you can talk about them all day. But that's what I talk about. We got red flags because you're the bitch that's always accusing people of crimes, okay? Constantly, every day, accusing people of literally committing crimes. And then you come on here and you say they're trying to accuse us of these things when nobody's doing that. People are just accusing you of what you actually do. See the difference there? There's the difference, Ziggy. The bitch who goes real life on everyone is faking being scared. Yep. And I know what that means.
Stuff to share. I did go off on share and flip out like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like, I'm not stupid. You know, and they took me for a week because this shit has gone on for way too long.
Dude, you are fucking stupid. You're fucking very stupid. I don't know how you could even debate that.
He needs to fucking stop it. Thank you, Pretty Sweet Pie, or P. I'm sorry, Pretty Sweet. You guys know how I get on a roll. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to read the comments there in a second, but you guys.
Oh. Again. Fuck, man. I'm tired of that shit. Audio input. Let's just do that. Okay. Hopefully we'll be good now. Look at her.
When I'm on a roll, you know?
Red, her face is getting through this.
See, I knew I would get going once I started this shit. Like, and I don't listen to these people. I haven't ever listened to their videos. I don't care what they have to say about me. So that's why when hearing this, you know, it sounds so shocking to me because I don't listen to them. So to hear them in real person, you know, talk about my life and be so like invested in my life and getting information in my life, it really fucking creeps me out. Like, I seriously feel like I need a lawyer or something. It's getting a fucking kind of weird.
Fucking get one,
like,
bitch. Get one. Quit talking about it. Be about it.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I want to go forward. I really want to get farther.
Excuse me? You're
ahead in this. Excuse me.
I'm going to take a picture of it now.
Of what she feels are discrepancies, but 95%, the rest is hate. You know, it's sprinkled in, and she wanted to sit there and play it and go over it. And we're like, no, just ask us the stuff from it that you feel is actual beneficial shit. We don't need to sit there and listen to all that garbage. It's a bunch of noise to us. We don't want to listen to that. And she got mad and said, I didn't know, because I had no idea that she planned on playing this video live. She sprung this on me last second. So that's one of the times I flipped out on her. And that's one of the times I was like, dude.
Again, even the way that you explain it, which is not true to what actually happened. What she's explaining right now is a time that she went off on share. Okay. And she's lying. And her nose, I'm going to let you guys know, I've now fast forwarded like an hour and 20 minutes. Okay. Now her face is not, she's gotten so red, and you've seen her holding her face, right? Holding her face. Her ears even got red. Now her nose has blood in it again.
What the fuck are you doing? You just literally.
What the fuck are you doing?
We had this live plan to go over this, and you knew the whole time, you know, how we've had the ground.
And what she's talking about is Cher wanted to play because, okay, at the time, Gabble Geeks was putting out some, you know, and has and always does present some real receipts, right? So she wanted to help Ziggy and Fred dispel them, right? If they're not true, we'll play them, and then you can dispel them. But Ziggy lost her fucking mind. She didn't even want to hear Gabble Geek's voice. She could not. That could not be played. And she abused. She did. Yeah, people can like Cher or not. Don't fucking change the fact that she abused her so much that Cher was like, "Look, I don't even want." And Ziggy's like, "Oh, let's just go live." When Cher had already canceled the live stream because she had gotten so upset over this bitch yelling the way she does. And Ziggy's right away like, "Oh, how are we gonna do?" What did she call it? What do you something control? I'll think of it in a second. When you like do something wrong and you want to
start. Like Fred does not like the attention, does not want to sit there and go on people's panels, and he's not a fucking, show pony for you pop all, no. Like we told you that. He doesn't like the attention.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's exactly what it is. He is your show pony, bitch. What the fuck? He's not our show. He's your show pony, ho. What do you mean?
Stuff that she was like coming up with these ideas and then she wanted to spring this up on the last second about which we told her she could ask us anything. She could ask us anything, but we're not going on panels with these freaking people and listening to stuff. They don't have any, like, they're just hate. And these people have for years. No. It doesn't matter what we do.
No, it's not just hate. There it is right there. It's truth. It's truth. Okay? With criticism. Okay? And you can't handle it. It's not hate. You can keep continuing that shit. The hate comes from you, bitch. Look at you. You're literally fucking spewing bullshit till your fucking nose bleeds. Till your fucking nose bleeds. But you're not bothered, right?
They're gonna, it doesn't matter. There are those types that either way, no matter which way we go, they're gonna go against, the other opposite. So yeah, she was wanting to play Gabble Geeks and go over that and what she felt was discrepancies. And I thought she was going to bring up stuff in it, but no, last second she decided she's going to go live or that she was going to play it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And I don't think Fred would either. And then I told Fred, and Fred was like absolutely not. Like he was not wanting to listen. And I was like, people sit there and talk shit about us, the whole time where you sit there,
damage control.
I was like, why can't?
Yes. Thank you. You got it. TLC. Thank you. She said that. And she said that to share a couple to damage control. We can do damage control or something like that. I'm thinking, what do you fucking think you are, Ziggy? Really, who do you think you fucking are? You're delusional.
You just bring up the valid points that you think she has, and that way we discuss it instead of freaking, tell me if you feel like she brings up some valid thing, because that's what she was trying to tell me is like, oh, there was a couple things that she thought she, I was like, okay, we'll bring it up and ask us. We don't have to fucking do a review of Gabble Geeks. So that was another thing. Yeah, of course. And she won't show that shit. I mean, flipping out on her because all it does.
It's bullshit. Like, exactly, Ellie. He don't want attention. Then why is he in Jody Sue Brown's chat bragging about triggering her? Really fucking weird. Really fucking weird, dude. The fact that he watches Jody Sue. Why does he even, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even watch that bit. Why does Fred sit and watch Jody Sue?
To show that I was on to her and that she's, what she was up to. It was always me calling her out on, something doesn't seem right. What are you up to? We're not playing these games, Cher. That's what I'd say to her. So that's why she's not going to fucking probably play the clips if she hasn't. I don't know. I just can't imagine why she would, because it makes her look bad in my opinion. Even though I'm yelling and upset, I had a reason to be upset. If you're sitting there, obviously scamming the community and trying to get private info off Fred and myself, which people are already were warning and being like, oh, she's trying to, which obviously we already freaking, we knew a little bit. Even I had forgot kind of about some of it, but we knew Cher obviously was very sketch and she's done some really gross things. Some, like what she did, the gross stuff that she did to.
You can't even sit there in yourself. You're so uncomfortable in yourself because you're a fucking horrible person. I see that she cooked. What did Ziggy cook, guys? Let's see. Getting ready to get off here. I'm gonna cook me something, but hopefully this doesn't like turn my stomach or anything, because we know how this goes.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot the milk and egg to. I try to get all the ingredients out here so we wouldn't have to. Hey, hey, Sage. Oh, hey, Tiffany. Panda Crew. Yeah, it's been forever since I've been live. So let's see. We also need a third top.
Been forever since you had a bra that fits. Been forever since you had fly traps or whatever you need to get rid of them flies flying around the fucking kitchen. My God.
Now, it's not Fred's favorite cornbread. He likes the, the real deal, but we have a picky, well, she's not too picky. I was going to say picky teenager. So I'm taking this pie crust. They come in packs of 2. Oh, I didn't even show you guys this. These things, okay? In the refrigerated section. And
TLC, I don't have to try. I have had them and they are so good. The sauce is what's up. It's Zaxby's, period. Their chicken sandwich, their little chicken sandwiches. Yummy.
It's about 12 inches or so, it looks like. Anyways, it fits perfectly with my this iron skillet, thankfully. But I'm just pushing that in there because it fits absolutely perfectly. And I'm going to use the other one to put over the top after we fill it. And
my eye cannot go away from the, okay, you see this corner here? Okay, I can't look away from it. Let me fast forward a little to see if it gets better. Nope.
Please watch my skincare videos and just give it a like so that they'll hire me again or that they'll use me again.
You guys see the fucking fly? The flies that are flying on the fucking wall right there?
Salt. I don't like a lot of salt, but Fred does. But he can add some after. Huh? And pepper for sure. Pepper.
Fred, go kill them fucking flies, dude. Look at it. Get the one. There's 3 of them right there.
This is just those chicken fajita pieces. And I'm going to cut some of them up more. It's the perfect amount for something like this. But you don't have to use this type of chicken. Obviously, you can use any. It's just the fast way to do it.
Yo.
There's a little piece of chicken on the floor, Bandit. Over here. Okay. But you all mix that all together, obviously. But it also needs the onion. That's it. And then you pour it in there. Put this part on top. You could cover it with aluminum foil if you wanted to prevent the top from browning too much, and then take that off maybe the last 10 minutes or something. I sometimes do that. Sometimes I don't. Don't cut yourself.
Yes, yes, mommy.
Yeah, this is me and Fred's time to hang out, really. And
oh my God. What did she even do? God.
We cooked dinner together pretty much, except like I'm weird about that. Like that's something I hate. I got off my mom. My mom always hated people in the kitchen when she was cooking. And I can get like that. I always feel like somebody's
yeah, your mom gave you. Oh my God. I cannot with her, y'all. I cannot.
Judging my cooking and like, oh, why are you doing it that way? What are you gonna do? Oh no. Well, I wouldn't do it like that. That's what I feel like people are judging in their mind when they're sitting there watching me cook.
Oh my God.
So I'm trying to get over that.
You are cooking. What the fuck are you talking about? You're worried about that? But you come on live stream And you keep, why do you do this? Why is this happening? Why does she do this to us? Why? Ziggy, I've watched you wipe your nose probably 4 times already, and you're going to do it again. I know you're going to fucking do it again. And then you're going to walk over and you're going to take your fucking fingers and you're going to fucking press them right into that fucking crust again. And you're not one time after touching that chicken going to walk over to that fucking soap, put it on your fucking hands and fucking wash them.
Because Fred doesn't care. He stays in here anyways, and it's fine because I like him being in here most of the time. But sometimes like when I'm feeling like judged, when his eyes start looking around, looking at what I'm making and stuff, I'm like, don't worry about it, because you're gonna judge me.
You should be killing them fucking flies climbing up your fucking wall, bro.
Why is YouTube using different names? I know it's using people's like tags. It's even doing that on Restream too. You guys see this hole right here? So somebody, I'm not joking. Somebody,
I see the flies right there. I think it's really funny that you literally pointed to like right over top of them, as if you're like, I know that they can see that these flies are flying right here on the. I mean, real, you guys. You can see them. For some reason, they're focused right here on by this door right here, which we know on the other side of this door is a litter box, right?
I'm pretty sure that was a few years ago. Remember when I thought somebody was up in the attic? Yeah, it wasn't just imagining things. There was somebody really in the attic, and they freaking made a hole right there so they could see down in here. Freaking creepy, isn't it?
You're fucking
sure
such a fucking liar. Oh my God, oh my God. She's a liar. Welcome, Roswell. Thank you for becoming a member. God, she's a fucking liar, y'all. Ugh. She makes me so mad. Oh, God. I've been a member for 8 months. Thank you.
I even said the kid's name. I said, if you're up there, you better best be getting skedaddling. You best be skedaddling. Yeah, you just put it in there. Yay! Fred cut the onions for us so we don't have to. So he can smell like onion instead.
It's so, oh my God, they make me, yeah, I might not eat for a minute. I might wait for a minute. I'm just saying. Ziggy claims the mice that lived there in the attic were stalkers. Mm-hmm. Yep. She really just tried to say someone was, she has told this story. Actually, prior, there was a young boy that she had actually blamed for busting out the windshield in her car, as well as blaming me. So she's blamed me and him. She's also blamed him for breaking in her house and being sexually attracted to both her and her daughter, even going as far to say that he possibly stole their underwear. I'm pretty sure it was part of the story. Actually, I'll pull that up. I got that. Hold on. I know I got it. It might take me a minute to find it.
That happened right after I showed this kid that he really was wanting me to give him one of these Oculus. Is that what they're called? They're like game things. I had 2 of them, one for me and one for Caitlin at the time, but I don't have any of them now. But Caitlin didn't end up using it as much as I thought she would, and I thought we could play together and it would be a fun thing, but she never did. Never once played with me. It's like, you're lame. But yeah, he was really wanting to borrow, and I knew that was not a good idea. I was the same kid I took to Great Wolf Lodge with us, and he one of the kids, and he charged things to the room and then tried to pay me back with a fake $20 bill. Oh, those were good old days. That was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. Claimed he stole when they went to Great Wolf Lodge. It was something like he stole a lighter from a store or something, and she had to walk him or No, she didn't walk him back in, but she knew he took it. That was another thing that happened too. So, I'm sorry if you hear Storm snoring in the background. She always is. This is typical for her now. She said that she can't help it. I disagree with that. I think that she could help it. She could go get mental health help, and it would help a lot.
Come in here and steal that. But see, I was home all the time, so they would have a hard time getting in here when.
Well, what they done, they went up on the scene up here.
We don't need to give people a step-by-step on how to get it, how to,
I seen something else when I went to probation this morning.
What?
I'll show you later.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, of course. Of fucking course you did, Fred. Of course. Did you guys hear what he said? Here, I'll play it again because I'm getting ready to be done playing them. Literally, it's the same fucking thing every day.
I seen something else when I went to probation this morning.
What?
I'll show you later.
What's amazing?
I seen something on my way to probation this morning. You did? Yeah, I'll show you later. Hey, George Peach. When you think you have saw it, this one really does. That rat holes in the ceiling. Paranoid ludicrous. Man, I'm telling you. I was going to try to find that video. But I would have to look for a little bit, but I know I got it. Let me look for a minute. Because it actually is an important here it is. I found it. Here we go, guys.
I'm gonna fit.
I knew I had this shit.
Agree with I do agree with so hold on one second. My daughter's like, I'm gonna fit. Sorry, that neighbor boy that I tell you guys about, he thinks it's funny to open our gate.
So I want to remind everybody that hole in that living room ceiling, she actually asked Jim at one point when he moved in, which was just a couple months after she did, if he put that there. So there's that as well.
So that Athena like gets out and runs all over the neighborhood. And one of these days she's gonna get hit by a car and I'm gonna freaking I will be very, very upset if something like that happens from some idiot keep opening our gate because they think it's funny. Oh no, I don't think it would be Christine. But loved you and PD together. Well, maybe we'll have another reunion. I mean, I've had her. Maybe I need to probably next time that we're on panel together, I probably should go up on her panel because she's the last time she came up on mine. So, but yeah, Caitlin is just telling her friend. She said, and it's true. They're climbing over our fence to unlock the gate and leaving it open, and they're climbing over the gate to go jump on the trampoline. And you guys should see what they've done to my trampoline. They tore up all the netting around the edges. A lock. I mean, it does have like a, one of the regular locks, but they're climbing over the gate to unlock it. Usually I check and make sure it's closed before I let Athena out. But the thing is, like, sometimes, I'm not really dressed appropriately. It's an inconvenience to have to, check the gate every single time, but, I'm going to have to because if I remember. But yeah, a lock would be, they're going to just.
It was really hard for her. It has been a lot in the past. I wonder how it is now for her and her daughter to be dressed appropriately. I don't know why she would have to worry about that in her home.
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to get a camera back there too. They're not supposed to be back there at all. Yeah, I can show it to you in a second. I've already told them that they're not allowed back there. When I say them, I mean the neighbor boy and his friends, because they tore up my freaking trampoline. That was an expensive trampoline. Now I've had it since I first moved in here, but it was a nice one. I got one that was like, that would hold, actually, adults, so adults could jump on it. And more than just one. Because usually trampoline, like their weight limit,
I uploaded this July 2023.
It's like only, I don't know, it's pretty low. But I got one that could hold like a bunch of people. It has a netting and stuff around it, which they thought it'd be funny to try to jump over, and they completely tore the net. And so after that, I said they were not allowed back there again. And so they've been sneaking in there with their friends and jumping on a trampoline without permission, then leaving the gate open. And one of them was going into our attic. That's another thing I haven't talked about, but was going into our attic. I think it's because I keep.
Another thing I want to talk about, but yeah, you probably shouldn't have said all the things you're about to say. But you do. You go ahead and do. Another example of you exploiting your child, I'd like to point out, and another person's child, and you have done so often with this child in the past, all the way to the point of accusing him of crimes. Multiple crimes.
Really was wanting this Oculus. I don't have it anymore. I sold it when Jim passed away and stuff. I sold a lot of stuff, but.
Oh, the Oculus, huh? Crazy. You were just talking about this, weren't you, in your cooking stream?
When he saw the Oculus, he really wanted it. And I swear, I kept hearing somebody walking up in the attic. And I didn't understand. I thought it was like an animal or something. And I told my landlord. And I had no idea that there's an entrance to the attic that can be accessed from outside that was not locked. And there's this tool that somebody.
She told Fred, don't give people the step-by-step, right? Yeah, bubblegum. Hey, Buttercup.
That looks like somebody they were picking a little. I thought at first it was an animal. Like in the kitchen, there's these like old school, like kind of tiles in the ceiling that you see, like, I don't know, in schools and stuff that you can push in and out. You know what I'm talking about? They come out pretty easily. Well, and one of them, like closest to the wall, the entrance to the kitchen, because you can't walk. I want to say you can walk on I don't know how it is up there. I haven't been up there, but they freaking made a hole to look in the house through the tile. I didn't realize all this was happening until I put two and two together, because I thought it was an animal, but then I saw that entrance, and I was just telling my landlord about it. I was like, I didn't realize people could get into the attic from outside, and because of the way the kitchen ceiling is, it'd be really easy to get in. This has been a while. This has happened. It was like it's been, I don't know. It's been a while. December or something, when I was hearing something up there, and I kept hearing it night after night. And now it makes sense, because he's always climbing over the fence, and where you can get to the attic door, it would have to be somebody who had a ladder, or if you can get up there by climbing up on the fence, and then climbing to the thing right there. If you can climb up on the fence, the roof is like right there. Like he could definitely, yeah. So I was like, I knew somebody was walking. I could have sworn somebody. I kept going, hello. And because I thought it sounded like somebody freaking walking up there.
Yeah.
But see, this is a kid that's, I don't know, 13, 14 now. And yeah, it is scary, because he's talked about wanting to do sexual things to me. So, I mean, that's kind of weird, but.
Yep. Did she say that? Yes, she did. In case you didn't know, I didn't record this for no reason.
But it's been it's something like, of course, if something like that happens again, it's now that I know what's going on, I give that kid so many chances. He's stolen packages. Like, he hasn't done that for a really long time, but. Hide your panties.
Did he break out windows to get those packages? You're such a fucking piece of shit. God, you're such a fucking piece of shit.
I do keep my lights on. I'll have to show you guys what I'm talking about. And then the landlord, when I rented the place, I agreed to let my landlord come in like every 6 months, just do a walkthrough, especially once we got a pet. So I was like, sure, and he was here a couple weeks ago, or a week or two ago. And what was it I was gonna say? He's like 13, Rebecca. 14 maybe now. But yeah, I'll have to show you guys. Because, what I was going to say is when the landlord was here, he pointed out an area in the kitchen. He's like, what happened to the beam? You know, there was like a metal beam in between one of the tiles that was missing. And I was like, I have no idea. Like, he's like, well, I know that it was there because something about fix all. I don't know. He did something to the ceiling in the kitchen area where those tile ceiling area, you know, that you can just push up.
Imagine how the landlord feels now, because at this point she only had one pet. Now she's got a few. She's got resin has just completely destroyed the countertops in that house. She's talked openly about it. I've seen it with my own eyes. The shit she did to the countertops in that house. If she thinks she will ever get a deposit or anything like that back, she's well, yeah.
He said he had fixed everything. He knew for a fact that it was there. And I was like, I have no idea. Like, part of the bar in between was missing. And then he's like, well, if you can find that, I would really like to know what happened. And I was like, I felt like bad because I had no idea. But then I found Jim must have put it, I don't know, like I found it in a closet in like a pantry I found the metal thing in the pantry, like sitting in there. I didn't put it in there, but I was like, how would that fall down? And it makes sense. Somebody was freaking messing around up there and it knocked down the beam that was in between one of the tiles. And it's right by the area of this little hole that I thought was a freaking like squirrel or something up there, or chewing a hole in the ceiling.
Well, I mean,
I'll have to show you guys.
We know, the thing is that we know that Ziggy has had mice and had them for a very long time. So we know the entire time. Now she does have a cat living there, so that probably does keep, hopefully. I don't know what they do for rodent control because I've never heard her talk about any of that. I mean, I've heard her daughter literally talk about feeding the mice, which I would not suggest you do that, but yeah, definitely infested and have been for years.
I know. Oh, I did tell my landlord, and I have called the police about him before. I didn't want to because he's a kid. I don't want him to. It just sucks. I really tried to. I felt bad for the kid because I know that.
I don't know whatever happened. I know that she told Cher that she was getting evicted, but I don't know. I just think that she'll forever be behind in rent because she refuses to get a job. Of course she's on the verge of being evicted. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people that are on the verge of being evicted right now. A whole bunch of families out there that need help. You know, these are two able-bodied people, by the way, that could go out and work, get jobs every day. Instead of him going fishing, he could be going to get a job. But somebody's paying the rent. It sure ain't them. I mean, you can do the math really easily and figure out that there's no fucking way they can afford to live and pay their bills unless people are paying them. I mean,
he's like a really smart kid, and he could just. I've given him a million chances. But anyways, yeah, it is scary at night. Like, no, he doesn't own the kid's house. This is the only house that he owns. This was like his mom's house, and she's in like a nursing home or something. But see, I thought so because I noticed it. It was after he saw the Oculus, so I think he was trying to get the Oculus, but I don't have it anymore. Anyways, I did have 2 of them at the time, and he kept begging to borrow it, but I knew what that meant. I was on a gate that says nothing beyond this gate is worth losing your life for. All right. I know, Tanya. There's no telling what he's going to be like. That's crazy, Lisa. Yeah, I'm going to have to put like I am going to have to get a lock because I don't, especially when they're doing all kinds of like crazy things, like, you know, trying to get as high as they can on the trampoline and then jumping over, you know, the netting that goes up like 10 feet. That's now ripped down to the freaking, it's so, I hate it. Every time I see it, my blood boils. I get so mad.
It's actually wild.
See, you know what? I'm just
okay, so this only got a minute left. I'll finish playing it, but I'm going to go back to the live. I was about to end, but I went back and listened. I found the part where she's talking about this Oculus and shit again. So I'm going to actually go over that because I want to hear what she says.
I'm assuming that it's him. You know, I know he's made comments to my daughter before that this would be an easy house to break into and stuff. So I just put 2 and 2 together. I don't have proof that it's him. Another thing that makes me think it's him is because me and Maddie were hanging out with Roxon, which is his brother, right before that even happened. Like, so we were hanging out with him on the trampoline on the porch. And he told me that we could go jump on the trampoline with him. He got mad or something like that. And then after that, like a day after that, the gate started like being open. So yeah, because I don't want them. Because I don't want
By the way, this is another instance of you exploiting your child. So funny, we were just talking about that too. Here's an example.
them on the trampoline. I don't want to around that kid. I know that his brother, he's got his young brother doing. He has his young brother like when one of my packages came up, I have him on camera telling his brother to take the package. His young, like, how old's the brother? 7 or 8. Yeah. He's bad though. Yeah, because of, don't say their name. Sorry. Don't say their name. Did I say it? One of the names, that's okay. What's Brevin's dad's name? Oh, sorry, my bad. But anyways, what's his dad's name? I don't know. A little Don Wills. All right, let's continue here.
Did y'all hear that? She called him a little, they said his real name. I'm not going to replay it. They said his real name, and then she called him a little Don Wells.
Trust me, it's scary though. I did have a couple nights that I couldn't sleep because I'm like, but you can definitely hear. I mean, it happened for like a few nights in a row.
Okay. So let's go back to this very recent live. All right, we were just playing that let's finish this.
Somebody, I'm not even joking. Somebody, I'm pretty sure that was a few years ago. Remember when I thought somebody was up in the attic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ziggy wasn't just imagining things. There was somebody really in the attic, and they freaking made a hole right there so they could see down in here.
It wasn't
Freaking
Ziggy. Do you see how she literally you're crazy. You know you are. You're trying to explain it away. No, bitch. First of all, and why are you still not? Never mind. The flies. There's the fucking 3 or 4 flies right there in front of you, and you're pointing at a hole that's been in the wall for years that you've talked about for years.
Creepy, isn't it? Pretty sure I knew who it was. I even said the kid's name, and I said, if you're up there, you better best be getting skedaddling. You best be skedaddling. Yeah, you just put it in there. Yay! Fred cut the onions for us so we don't have to. So he can smell like onion instead. That happened right after I showed this kid that he really was wanting me to give him one of these Oculus. Is that what they're called? They're like game things. I had 2 of them, one for me and one for Caitlin at the time, but I don't have any of them now. But because Caitlin didn't end up using it as much as I thought she would, and I thought we could play together and it would be a fun thing, but she never did. Never once played.
That's not true. You gave one of the Oculus to Jason. You're fucking such a lying bitch, dude. Yeah, yeah, I fucking don't want to rewind and see.
With me. It's like, you're lame.
The fucking sound of that food. Oh my God.
But yeah, he was really wanting to borrow, and I knew that was not a good idea. I was the same kid I took to Great Wolf Lodge with us, and he one of the kids, and he charged things to the room, and then tried to pay me back with a fake $20 bill. Oh, those are good old days. That was a few years ago. Yeah, they weren't living in there. They were trying to come in here and steal that. But see, I was home all the time, so they would have a hard time.
Just keep walking right by all those fucking flies. Dude, it's driving me nuts. Nuts. Like, I can't watch much more. But I'm going to go to the point where she talks about Fred's birthday because somebody mentioned it in the chat. So I'm going to play that, and then we'll get ready to get out of here. I have a couple.
What do they want?
Play.
Or is it a bunch? Are they wanting McDonald's or something? I love casseroles. My daughter loves them too. I'm lucky. My daughter likes. She's not super picky.
I'm lucky that my daughter will eat like jail food, like all carbs, all day, all night. it's okay that my daughter can eat unhealthy everything all day, all night. Jesus Christ. The way she paces is so weird. She's crazy. She is. She definitely is. No, was she? I have no idea.
It was the Savannah Bananas. Of course, nobody knows who they are. That's why. It's probably free. Oh, that'd be awesome, Val. Yeah, we could totally. I mean, even if we had to take an Uber, it's not that big a deal. Really. But yeah, Fred's birthday, guys, is the 11th. 11/11. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, it's the 6th. So here we go. I'll go ahead and play a couple more minutes, but oh God.
I feel nervous about it, kind of.
You're nervous about it? You don't know what you're going to do. You're going to be broke. Same as today, bitch. Same as today. You're going to be on here fucking bumming for to get a fucking, oh my, I can't even. I cannot even with you.
They're very popular, he says. Oh, the Savannah Bananas. Tater tot casserole, that sounds really good. Gosh, the cornbread's already almost like done. What do you put your tater tot casserole? But that sounds like something like sour cream is probably in, and I'm just not really a fan of sour cream. Well, I guess if it's mixed in a casserole. See, that's the problem with casseroles. They usually have like sour cream or something.
Now I know exactly what I'm going to go eat, and I'm going to end it. I have a couple clips with that because now I have these enchiladas in there, and I'm going to literally sop them down with so much fucking sour cream that it would make Ziggy puke. That's what I'm about to do. But before I do that, I want to play this little clip I clipped of Ziggy the other day. This was 9 days ago. Oh my gosh, what is even happening? So it's part of the reasons why I was like, okay, guys, I'm taking a week or so off because, yo, check this out. Just watch. I'll give you the link. Shit's wild.
Accident. Bernard. Oh my gosh. Money. My gosh.
This was, in her eyes, she was so fucking blitzed, okay? Blitzed out of her gourd. Ziggy, quit eating fucking Delta 8. You are literally right on the fucking border, okay? Of where you're right there, okay? Get a friend or so. I don't know what you got to fucking do to figure it out. Like you're a grown 40-something-year-old woman eating gas station edibles, girl. Stop that. You weird bitch. You're kissing your hand right now. And I'm thinking the whole time, this bitch is she probably hasn't washed them in days. She's in that robe. Only some people know what I think about that robe. But those of you who do know what I think about when she wears that robe,
Oh my gosh. Money. Oh.
And it just highlights her so perfectly where she's like, money. Yeah, money. Don't give Z a dime for Fred Hill's birthday. Instead, she does jobs. I wonder, six up Fred Hill doing Delta. He'd be fucking real stupid to do that shit. But it'd have to be really hard to have it in your fucking face every fucking night. You know? When your fucking wife is sitting there eating the shit every fucking day of the week, she can get her hands on it. Ugh, God. And it's so, you guys, I am telling you from personal experience, okay? And when I say that you're taking the psychedelic part of the drug only out of the drug, I'm not exaggerating. We can do a whole stream about it if we need to, so people can get educated on why you shouldn't be eating gas station Delta. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Fuck. Really, I don't know if they know, like, if when I say that, if like people think I'm making it up, you could go and talk to a bud tender at a dispensary and say, hey, yeah, get some of, they'll tell you they don't sell them there. Okay. There's a reason for that.
Oh my gosh. Money.
The other one I'm going to play is, I don't know if I saw this on Members Now. I released it when Soup caught her in the Freudian slip. It's a good one. Now, a lot of people caught it, but Soup caught it on her live stream. So she got the cred. She got the street cred. Yeah, they did.
Well, I don't know how they ignore it, but they do. Zigster has scammed off Summer's name since June 15th, 2021. Thousands and thousands of dollars, yet she never shows Summer's flyer/information. Never. But you know who does? Nana for life. Nana does the footwork here. Trust me.
For way too long, and it needs to fucking stop. Yeah, she ran from constantly. Like, these people are freaking.
Yeah, she said she's psychic.
Such cowards. You know, they can't face their own shadows. They can't. What? It's like I'm like their truth looking straight at them because they project all this shit on me, you know, because they see me and they feel like, because I'm kind and I'm very forgiving and I come off like I present myself like I'm an honest person and stuff. They just want to prove so bad that I'm not who I say I am. Oh
my God, did y'all hear that?
I heard it,
Did we
Sue.
get a little Freudian slip here? Let's rewind that.
I heard it.
Very forgiving, and I come off like I present myself like I'm an honest person and stuff. They just want to prove so bad that I'm not who I say I am. And
I present like I'm an honest person. I present like I'm an honest person, said Ziggy. Oh, you know, the truth always comes out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes by our own mouth.
Man, don't it?
Kind, forgiving, and portray myself like I'm an honest person. One more time for the one time.
And I'm very forgiving, and I come off like I present myself like I'm an honest person and stuff.
She changed it 3 times, guys. I come off, I present, or whatever. She did it. She literally said, I present myself. I have another clip back here. What is this one?
Accident. They're not.
Mad about. She's mad that it backfired. That's what you're mad about. You are a freaking white trash. Seriously, I imagine this woman, like I said on my post, sitting there smoking a cigarette, a Pall Mall,
full flavor, probably no filter, sitting there with a glass of whiskey, chasing her fucking pills, smoking her crack, whatever, in a dark basement with pictures all over a wall. That's what I imagine. This is so fucking weird. So fucking weird. I don't even know what this woman's name is. And they spend this much time. Like, she is mad that this backfired. That's the only thing. She is only mad at Cher for fumbling. You listen to the words she's telling on herself completely. And telling that they were absolutely behind the scenes the whole time. Hearing that they were all behind it. And now they're mad at Cher because she fumbled. See what's going to happen? They're going to start pointing fingers at each other, guys. And they're going to start telling on each other. I know, RJ, it is pretty sad. And these women are like 60, 55 to 65 years of age or so. Like, and they're, like I put on my post, they're at least 10 years plus my senior, most of them.
Not true. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Stormy's waking up. She knows it's time. Thank you, the ones who joined membership tonight. And I will catch you guys on the next one.